How's it going, everybody? I'm the big guy. Welcome to Wrestling Made Simple. We got the news of the week, followed by your SmackDown review, followed by your one-year Survivor Series debut, and then, of course, we have your Raw review, followed by Day 1 card predictions, the first pay-per-view of 2022 being held in Atlanta. Then, of course, we have a WWE drink of the week, and then a reading from the Book of Rules, followed by and ended by your Battle Droid of the week. So let's kick this off with the news of the week. Starting off, congratulations to Randy Orton, who has broken the all-time pay-per-view match record with 175 pay-per-view matches. That is truly amazing. What an accomplishment for Randy Orton. I couldn't be more ecstatic for him. He has broken the former record by Kane at 140. So, congratulations. 174. Kane has already congratulated Randy Orton, and it has been an amazing run, and it's clear that this record will stand for a while, as no one on the active roster is even close, except for maybe John Cena and Triple H. But let's be honest, they are more part-timers than anything. Randy is a full-timer, and he is still have many pay-per-view matches ahead of him, barring some unforeseen career-ending injury, which I pray to God does not happen to Randall Keith Orton. So congratulations to him, and let's go to your next story. Seth Rollins was attacked at Monday Night Raw by a fan. A fan jumped the barricade and speared Seth Rollins on the stage, hitting Seth Rollins onto the metal part of the stage. Seth Rollins, right as he was speared, actually was able to lock in a chokehold. MVP, who was there at the moment, said if Seth Rollins had actually locked in that chokehold a little more, he would have knocked the guy out, if not killed him. So, bravo to Seth Rollins for actually defending himself. The referees then came running, two referees came running out and basically attacked the guy. Security came out, arrested. He has since been arrested and released. He posted a really crazy message blaming Seth Rollins, saying Seth Rollins sent him DMs. It was clearly a fake account that he couldn't tell was not Seth Rollins. It was, again, clearly fake. This guy, I guess, might have mental issues. I don't know. He said Vince McMahon and Goldberg also booked him for it. He's a family member. Apparently, he claims to be a family member of Roman Reigns, but there's no way that's true. This guy is nuts, and hopefully he gets pressed and held fully to the law, and hopefully he gets a long time in jail for assaulting Seth Rollins. Assaulting anyone. Basically, if you assault anyone, you should be in jail. This guy is hopefully going to be in jail for a little while. And also, that takes us into our other story. Montez Ford was almost attacked at Monday Night Raw this week in a dark main event where it was, I believe it was a 5-man tag team match, or maybe 4-man, I don't know. But Montez Ford and the Street Profits, I think Damian Priest, Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn, I think Apollo Crews, we're all having a match, and this guy started yelling, I think, racial slurs and a bunch of bad shit to Montez Ford, to the point where MVP and both the Street Profits were ready to jump the barricade and beat this guy's ass. The guy was thrown out. What the fuck is going on in Brooklyn? What are you drinking, ladies and gentlemen? Why did you think this was a good idea to do this? I'll get more into that later on in the podcast. But let's get off of these stories and go on to your SmackDown review, the go-home show for your Survivor Series. Taking place in Hartford, Connecticut. This show kicked off with Roman Reigns in the ring with the bloodline of the Usos and Paul Heyman, with all the new King of the Ring equipment for Xavier Woods. They have since stolen that from Xavier Woods, and they were about to crown Roman King of WWE. When Roman asked, whose idea was this, Paul Heyman pointed to the Usos. Need to take a drink every now and then, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns then pointed to the Usos and basically said, I don't need this. I'm already king of WWE. All this frilly shit doesn't mean anything to me. Please get it out of my ring. To which Xavier Woods basically came out and said, none of that belongs to you. It all belongs to me. I'm the king of the ring. Give me back my stuff. By the way, shout out to WWE, as this was one of the first times I can remember ever really hearing Xavier Woods' entrance music in a long time, as Xavier Woods hasn't used his entrance music at all, basically, due to the fact that he has been in the New Day. So, that was a really cool little thing. I enjoyed that. Roman then started destroying all of Xavier Woods' stuff, and Xavier said, it's just clothes. The reason I'm king of the ring is because I won the tournament. I beat the best of the best, and now you guys are going to have to prove to me that you have respect. I had you beat last week. Get rid of the Usos, and at the main event, let's meet man to man. Roman accepted, and then we were off to the races for SmackDown this week. We got a 4-man tag team, a 4-man match to decide the final member of Team SmackDown Survivor Series. And it was between Sheamus, Jinder Mahal, Cesaro, and Ricochet. I expected three of these people to make it. I did not expect for Jinder Mahal to be there. I expected Cesaro, Sheamus, or Ricochet. Those are the three that I expected. I expected it to be Ricochet, and I wasn't shocked when it was Sheamus. Sheamus would win this match after Ridge Holland would interfere against Cesaro. So, I wasn't surprised at all by that. So, Sheamus would win, and Ridge Holland would basically say, if anyone has a problem with Sheamus now, they got a problem with me. If it wasn't for Sheamus, I would be here. I wouldn't be here. I'd still be fighting bums in England. So, that was a cool little thing. After this, we got Natalya and Shayna Baszler versus Naomi and Aaliyah in a tag team match. Natalya and Shayna Baszler would win this match after a crooked referee would count 1, 2, 3 faster than anyone has ever counted it. It was kind of a weird thing to see for them. I thought it would work. I didn't think they would do that, but it apparently is Sonya Deville placing the blame on Aaliyah and Naomi for basically all the failures SmackDown has gone through over the past few weeks. So, after this, the referee would go back to see Sonya Deville and ask if she did a good job. Sonya Deville would then say she doesn't associate with cheaters, with liars. She is clearly that referee from NXT who is trying to make a name for herself on the main event scene, but she will not associate with her and to leave her alone. After this, Sami Zayn came up and said, why am I not on the Men's Survivor Series team? I should be on this team. Sonya Deville then said that he will be on the team. He will not be on the team, but as a consolation prize, he will be in the 25-man, 25-year Rock over-the-top rope battle royal, and to celebrate the Rock's 25th anniversary of debuting at Survivor Series. I thought that was a really cool thing. I thought it was a really cool thing for The Rock to have a battle royal named after him at Survivor Series. They kind of were honoring him like they did The Undertaker for his 30th last year, but it was... We'll go into that more in our Survivor Series review, yeah. I'll get more of that later. After this, we got Jeff Hardy versus Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss had Baron Corbin at ringside. Happy Corbin, as he is now called. And as Jeff Hardy said, you guys are clearly going to have the advantage with someone at ringside, so I feel I need someone at ringside. And out came the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, to back up Jeff Hardy. That was very cool to see. I love that Jeff Hardy had backup, and he would end up winning the match over Madcap Moss because Drew McIntyre was there to basically end the attack of Happy Corbin. So, very cool match. I enjoyed that. And then we got Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura versus Angel of Los Lotharios, which was Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. So I thought that was I was actually shocked the in-ring chemistry Angel Garza and Shinsuke Nakamura had together. I couldn't believe the way Angel Garza was able to perform. They put on a great match, and even though Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura won, that was a great way to push Angel Garza as a single star. You know, I kind of hope Angel Garza goes on to be a great singles competitor, and maybe, just maybe, Humberto Carrillo could stay as a tag team specialist, because I feel that Humberto Carrillo's tag team career is over. Humberto Carrillo's singles career is over because of the start and stop pushes he's had, while Angel Garza still has something left in the tank as a singles competitor since he started out as a tag team competitor. So I could see this more working out for Angel Garza than Humberto Carrillo, this tag team. After this, we got Sasha Banks versus Shotzi, and before the match, we would have Sonya Deville. My mind's for some reason drawing a blank. By the way, this is the second time recording this podcast today because my first podcast got corrupted and there was a weird sound at the end. I unfortunately felt it was one of my best podcasts I've ever recorded, and I was pissed. I was slamming my chair, slamming my microphone. I finally got it fixed, and now I'm recording this podcast. So if I sound a little down or if my voice doesn't sound right, it's because this is my second time doing it today. I'm recording this at 8:30 p.m. Usually I do this sometime in the afternoon. I'm actually a little tired because usually I watch all of my wrestling during the day and then I record the podcast and then I finally get some rest. I watched all my wrestling, I recorded the podcast, ate some lunch, and saw it corrupted, and I have since been working on a way to fix my microphone. So yeah, this is why you're getting this review now. Anyway, I drag on. So Sonya Deville would say, after this match, Shotzi and Sasha Banks must shake hands and work together as a team this coming Sunday. So, while they would shake hands and Sasha Banks would win a hard-fought match, by the way, it's clear her and Shotzi work very well together. I was shocked by that. I didn't see that coming. I really enjoyed this match, and then as they would shake hands, Sasha Banks would hit her backstabber on Shotzi and would pick up the win. And then she would go backstage saying, I shook her hand. I'm really having trouble finding out who's the face and who's the heel nowadays. I'm really having trouble finding out if Sasha's heel or face. After this, we got another vignette from Xia Li talking about how when her father died, she had to become the protector of the family. It's cool to build up Xia Li, but I really don't have interest in her that much through these vignettes. I would have more interest if they didn't do